Hello, welcome back to Marta's Planning Mess. This is just a quick update on my new layout idea that I'm planning in this book that I'm going to be using for the first quarter of 2027. So, last time I was on here talking about my ideas of what to do, and I had come to the decision that it would make sense to go ahead and implement that for first quarter rather than trying to do it for third quarter where I didn't want to waste my other book. So let's do a quick flip through of how I've gotten done so far. So this book has, I have only gotten through the first month sort of stuff because it's kind of set up like the complete planner. So there's a lot of stuff for each week and month to go in here. So let's just jump in. Okay, these are the new notebooks with the Koji paper, which I find quite lovely. I cannot tell the difference between Tomoe River, but I'm not a huge fountain pen user, so don't take me as an expert on that. But for what I use it for, I cannot tell the difference. Okay, so our first page, we've got, I printed this off on clear washi paper, washi sticker paper that I can put through my printer. So we've got 2027 calendar. I may put something else down here, but I'm not sure what that would be yet. I did not. Oh, you know what? Oh, no. Yes. Okay. So I thought I'd mess things up, but I forgot what my strategy was. So this is the area in which I'm going to be putting my health tracking information. So this is going to be second quarter of 2026, which is obviously not even happened yet. These will all be duplicates and backlogs of previous information. So when I'm at the doctor, if I have a symptom that has tracked for a year, that will be located here. And then this would be for where the current information would go. I'm probably going to draw this out like a calendar, but I might not. I am not decided how that's going to be, so I'm just leaving it blank for now. But it's how I've been using it is by drawing like a small calendar in here and using different colored dots to track different types of symptoms. But we will see if I decide to do it that way or differently. Okay, so this is going to be like the welcome spread for the month of January. So you can see I've got my January sticker down, my area of what went wrong and what didn't, and then I'm just going to draw little lines off of here and little goals around the month of January of what I want to do. What's going to go here is the vellum for January, assuming that I continue with that from the subscription kits. If not, I will find some other just cute vellums that I can find, at Hobby Lobby or whatever. And then underneath that, I usually glue it down like right here so it can be lifted up. And on this part right here, I will put some July trackers for probably mood, weather, and habits. We will see. I like to do my weather in graph form, even though I do also track it in my vertical weekly. So that would be what would go in this area here. I'm not sure what the layout will be, and there's a question mark there because I'm still not committed that I'm actually going to do it. I might leave it blank. But for now, it's set aside for that. Okay, so once you enter the welcome area, after the welcome for January, you're going to enter into the monthly layout. So here's my monthly spread for January. I've got all my stickers in, my dates in, even my weekly stickers on the side here, so I know what weeks they are. So that's what January looks like. This week, I believe, is going to be, no, it is a week 1, so it is going to be here, although honestly, they may call it a week 53. The way I determine if I've got a partial week is that if there's 4 days or more, then it would be a week 1. 3 days would make it a week 53, and this would be a week 1. So I will have to look at the end of my my 2026 and see. I can always pull these dates up and relocate them. But that also means that this next section would be messed up. So I should have looked into that. I didn't really think about that moving forward. But anyway, that is something that I can adjust if I need to. Okay, so the next thing that I have in my monthly area is a January clothing plan. So that was something that I had come up with as a way to use up extra pages and not have any waste, since I only wanted to include 3 months in this planner. So I don't have an example of this. Actually, I do. I'm going to go and get that because I decided I wanted to start doing that now. So that is what I will do, is show you the other one. Okay, this is a small N2 size booklet that I had purchased back in September with my order, and I had really no use for it, but I had bought it in case I needed something small to expand my 6-month planner. So this is what I have inside of here. So we're in 2026, so I put that calendar there. And then this is my plan for clothes for February. So I took all of my clothes down, reorganized them, made outfits, sent the pictures to my computer, printed them off on washi stickers, and cut them out. And so this is my plan for what I'm going to wear for the month of February. These are the work days. I have not planned casual outfits because I kind of do that on the fly. If I had anything specific I wanted to plan for, I would, and take a picture of it and put it in there, but casual clothes are casual clothes, and yeah. So after what the plan is, this is what I plan to wear. I may not wear it, but this is at least just kind of document where I'm going with things. And then in this weekly section, I am posting what I actually wore. So this is Wednesday's outfit, Thursday's outfit. I have Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday's outfits photographed that I will print off later, but they are there and they are saved in my phone to put in here. So that is kind of what my idea is as far as layout for the clothing stuff. This includes clothing stuff going all the way to the end of second quarter 2026. I noticed that I'm like 2 pages shy of being able to finish the year in here. And I didn't put it in here because just in case I decide that I do want to sacrifice my financial book and go over to this system for third quarter, I will be ready to do it. And so I'm just not going to deal with third and fourth quarter till I get closer and I've made more of a decision of how I want to proceed with my planners for third quarter. So anyway, this is what I have for first and second quarter to finish out 2026. Actually, I am even more, it will not fit, because when I was counting up pages, I was forgetting that I had not included January. So this is just 4 months. So I would definitely need more than just this book. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so this would be the monthly plan that would look like, if I could open this, it would look like what I just showed you. This would look like this. And I could draw in the dates on there, but I don't really see the point because they get covered up completely by the sticker. This is such a small layout. My stickers are so small as it is. I can barely read the little things I've written on here that I don't want to make it any smaller to accommodate the page or the number of the month. So if I want to know what it is, I can always reference back to here. Okay, so now we get into the weekly section. So this is week 1. This would be my January check balance. And for my bill paying account, that I give myself a full page for. Then I've got actually I'll probably next year have a 4th account because my kids will be at 2 different schools. So those 4 accounts are there. And I did the Dutch store here because this is my everyday checking account, and I wanted to be able to tie that into all of these. This will repeat weekly. These ones are just in here for the month. Okay, running to-do list. This is also for week 1. Okay, week 1 vertical layout. And that is pretty similar to what I currently have set up in my common planner. I did not put numbers here for the hours of the day. I still can do that, and I still may do that, but I haven't bothered to do that right now. Okay, this is going to be the memory keeping section of my planner. And so I've got a place to put photos of the day and little memory snippets and gratitude things here. So because it's here in the midst of what I'm using every day, I'm hoping that I will, write down my snippets at least. I'll obviously go back and figure out what photos I want to put in here, or they might be ephemera or something like that, but it's reminding me, by having it here, it's reminding me to do it. Now, I did another Dutch door situation here because this is going to turn over here and line up. Oh, I still need to adjust this. For some reason, I was miscounting how many spaces I needed per day. I was thinking I could use 7, but I actually need 6. So I will have to wipe this out and do it again. This is the clothing log. So this part will look like this part here. And so the dates will be along the side here, and they will tie in with those dates. So that's why I did the Dutch door. Now we're in the daily section. This would be my daily page. This is where I would journal, where I would put my photo for Be Real and a media log, and any other ephemera or anything else I want to put on here. I could write notes. I mean, however I want to use this, I'm going to use this. If I don't fill it up, I'm not going to be upset at myself. So I have one of those for every single day of the week, and now we are in week 2. Okay, remember the other bank accounts, I just needed a monthly view, so this is the week 2 week for my current one that I use all the time. My running to-do list for week 2. Here is my vertical layout for week 2. Here is my memory keeping for week 2, clothing log for week 2, and now all the daily pages for week 2. Okay, next we have week 3. And you're just going to see a repeat, so I'm not going to look at every single page. So I've gotten all the way through to the end of week 4, which is not the end of January. I really need to go and check and see if we have a week 53, because I need to move those stickers as soon as possible, the weekly ones, so that they don't refuse to come up off the page. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. If you look from the top, it is about a third. There should be, if I'm calculating this correctly, so I'm going to repeat this obviously for each month. So you'll have January, then February, then March. And at the end, you're going to have 12 months worth of dates starting in March of 2027, going all the way to February of 2028. So I will have a full year's worth of monthly spreads for writing down appointments, etc., as I take this book with me everywhere I go. And even when that's done, I should have a few extra pages in here. But that's where I'm at. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. It is taking a good bit of time to do. Not ridiculous. Like, I was able to sit down in like 20 minutes and get a week's worth of layouts sketched in. So this is something I can carry with me. All the stickers I'm using fit nicely in this little pocket here. And I can complete this in some free time that I have at work or just sitting around. So hope this was helpful.